Hi, in this video training of React.js, we are going to look at how you can use React and in different environments. To get an overview of what React is, you can write React code directly in HTML. But in order to use React in production, you need NPM, that is Node Package Manager, and Node.js installed. The quickest way to start learning React is to write React directly in your HTML files. Start by including these three scripts. The first two let us write React code in our JavaScripts, and the third, Babel, allows us to write JSX, Syntax, and ECMAScript 6 in older browsers. Include 3 CDNs in your HTML file. This is the complete example code of how you can use React.js directly in HTML. Let's look at the example. I have the code here. So basically you are creating an HTML file. I have created index.html. First of all, I have added react.production.main.js. Then I have added react dom.production.main.js, and the last one is Babel standalone, which is supporting us with TypeScript and ECMAScript 6 in older browsers. This is my main div, and this is the JavaScript tag. Basically what is being done here is a class component is being created, that is hello, and it's extending react.component class. Then we have the render function, which will render this component, and within this render function I'm returning an HTML, that is h1 hello world and h1 close tag. Then I'm closing the render function, and then I'm closing the hello class. After that I'm using react dom.render hello, and at the very end I'm calling the browser function document.getElementById and myDiv. So basically what is happening here is we are rendering hello world within the myDiv, and here it is defined in the HTML. Now let's see this in the browser. The React.js, okay, you see we have hello world in the browser. So I can change it here to hello TechWeber YouTube channel, save the file, run it again, and now I have hello TechWeber YouTube channel. So this is how you can start learning React.js, by directly including React.js libraries in your HTML files. This way of using React can be okay for testing purposes, but for production you will need to set up a React environment. Okay, as you remember, in the last video training of this playlist we created a React application. So far so good, but how do I change the content? Look in the my first React directory and you will find a source folder. Okay, that's my first React directory, and you see we have the src folder here. What's next? Inside the source folder there is a file called app.js. Let's go into the source folder, and here we can see the file app.js. Open it and it will look like this. Okay, let's open this app.js file, and we have the JavaScript code here as displayed on the screen. Okay, we have import logo from logo.svg, we have logo import app.css, and then we have class app, and we are using the React.js, and we have included the header, and we are saying learn React, and at the end we are saying export default app, just as this one. So as you remember, when we executed this file, we used sudo npm start, okay, and it is starting the development server, compiled successfully, and now it is available on localhost 3000. So if I go to localhost 3000, I can see the logo here and the text edit source and app.js and save to reload. Okay, try changing the HTML content and save the file. Notice that the changes is visible immediately after you save the file. You do not have to reload the browser. Replace all the content inside the div class name app with h1 element. See the changes in the browser when you click save. Okay, I'm going to change all the content here. Okay, with h1 element, and I want to say hello world. Close the h1 tag here, save the file. If I go to browser, I see hello world immediately. I didn't had to reload the browser. So basically that's what we did. We just replaced the content of this div with hello world, and that's what got displayed in the browser. This is the screen that you will see after you have updated the code. Okay, so what's next? Now you have a React environment on your computer and you're ready to learn more about React. In the rest of this course, we will use our Show React tool to explain the various aspects of React and how they are displayed in the browser. If you want to follow the same steps on your computer, start by stripping down the source folder to only contain two files, index.js and index.html. In some builds, you might find the index.html in the public folder instead. You should also remove any unnecessary lines of code inside the two files to make them look like the files in the Show React tool below. So this is the index.js file. Let us create let's stop the server first. Okay, and we're going into the source folder. All right, here, and I'm going to create two files, index.js and index.html. Index.js is already there, so I'm going to create index.html file, and this is the code that we are going to add in our index.html file. Okay, I can just copy this from here and paste it here, and I don't need HTML English. I need head. Okay, I can make use of the meta tags. Meta, let's use meta name equals viewport content width equals device width initial scale equals 1. Then I can give title to our React app. Okay, that's the head tag. We are done with the head tag. Now go to the body tag and just replace div with id root, and let's clean up this mess here. So we are just left with this HTML. Save the file. Alright, now I'm going to edit index.js. Here is index.js, and okay, my first element is this React, drag DOM from React DOM, yes, report app from app.js, report vitals, React DOM.render, my first element, React DOM.render. Okay, I'm going to comment this and I'm going to write my own code, React DOM.render, and I'm going to say my first element document.get element by ID, and I'm going to pass the ID of the div tag in our index.html file. Going to comment this as well. So okay, let's define the my first element object here. My first element equals h1 hello react. Close the h1 tag. Save the file. Okay, we need to run the server now. Sudo npm start. Okay, start logo is not defined but used. Search for the keywords learning. Okay, you see we have hello react in the browser as we programmed it. So if I change it to welcome to the world of React JS, save the file. Okay, you see we have welcome to the world of React JS. So that's how you can divide presentation and logic and create two files, index.html for the presentation layer and index.js for the React.js JavaScript programming layer. So this was all about getting started with React.js. In next React.js video training, we will be learning about our next topic, and it will get interesting as we progress. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you next time with a new topic in React.js.